Hello and welcome to this brand new episode of Editors Roundtable on One India. At One India, we believe that the voice from every part of the country must be heard, assimilated, imbibed, and analyzed. So, what other better way than to talk to the editors of different languages that One India is home to? One India, as you know, is one of the prime news portals on YouTube and on internet, both video and text. And today we are joined by the editors of some of the languages who are not busy as of now at this time of the day, who have been able to take time out and join us to discuss the results of the recently concluded Lok Sabha elections. And also, what does it mean for NDA? What does it mean for India Alliance? And also down south, what does it mean for the twin Telugu-speaking states, about for Tamil Nadu, for Kerala, and all important, Didi's land, Kolkata. So today, let me very quickly introduce you to our editors who are joining us today. We have Uma from One India Tamil. We have Riaz from One India Kerala. We have Kanaya from One India Telugu. And we have Ritesh from One India Bangla. And very close to our headquarters is based Keshav Karn, who is the editor of One India Hindi. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today. Uma, let me begin with you first. I know down south, the performance of the DMK and the Alliance Partners Congress is something that was on expected lines. But for AIA, DMK, and BJP, it might have been, or maybe they were calling it sour grapes. Not such a good experience there.
Yes, Pankaj. You have to say that in Tamil Nadu, the national politics doesn't resonate so much. It basically boils down to the state parties and whom they get aligned with. It either goes the DMK way or either it goes the ADMK way. Surprisingly, the BJP, like, they decided to ditch the ADMK coalition they were in, and that has resulted in the pandemonium that they have been led into this time. Had they been in collision with the ADMK, things would have been different. But now it's like the poorest performance in a decade, maybe we can say.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And we have to analyze it and see it from the perspective that how DMK and the people of Tamil Nadu actually repose their faith in the ruling dispensation. Not at many places we saw the same state government winning in the Lok Sabha elections also. And one example is Kanaya's Andhra Pradesh. Kanaya, Andhra Pradesh, if the government has changed, bye bye to Jagan Mohan and welcome to Chandrababu Naidu.
Yes, actually, the slogan given by Janasena Party was also the same thing that you have repeated just now. Bye bye, hello AP, bye bye YCP. So that was a slogan that was given during the whole of its election campaign. But everything it was a topsy-turvy land for YCP because they have expected a huge numbers. But then I think the people's mandate was very much clear. And actually, everybody thought that people would vote Jagan Mohan Reddy. He would be back in power with his massive welfare schemes. Actually putting the state's development aside and then only focusing on these social welfare schemes. So everybody thought that again Jagan Reddy would be back in power. But it all happened that no exit polls, and no survey agencies could catch the people's pulse actually. Majority of the people, majority of the surveys actually they have predicted Jagan Reddy would come back to power. But it all happened once when the counting started. In the early trends itself, where it was 20 mark where Jagan Reddy had stopped over there. His seats have stopped over there, and the number only got reduced, but it did not actually rose up. And then meanwhile, TDP's numbers and the alliance numbers, they were drastically going up. So the picture was very much clear by 10 a.m. The other day on the counting day.
Absolutely. On oneindia.com, we had this table going on, and it had a worm which showed that, whether which party is crossing the halfway line. When I opened Andhra Pradesh, that worm wasn't stopping
for everybody's surprise. For everybody's surprise, it was only 10 seats for YSRCP. So that was a disaster debacle, I would say.
Complete annihilation for Jagan
Yeah,
Mohan. A young chief minister, definitely by all
yeah.
standards, had shown some spark. Also, maybe the capital city, the debate around that also was weighing heavy. People coming back to Chandrababu Naidu, the
Yeah.
one person who had envisaged it, has been the chief minister also of undivided Andhra. Lots of things. Kanaya, we will come to you because Chandrababu Naidu is gaining headlines and hogging all the limelight in Delhi also,
Yeah,
in national politics also.
yeah.
Riaz, Kerala, obviously, always a very difficult, thing to predict. But it has its own charm. It has its own way of voting, and the people, mostly consisting of diaspora, also, those who are living outside the OCIs and those who have moved outside to work and all. When they come back to vote, is it the way the expected lines, the results that you saw in Kerala, the alliance politics, how did it work there?
Yeah, of course. Especially this is a historic win for BJP in Kerala.
Hmm.
The Congressional United Democratic Front is calling UDF. UDF
Hmm.
emerged on top in Kerala by winning 80 of the 20 seats and ending
Hmm.
its electoral drought. The Bharatiya Janata Party opened its account by backing the Thrissur seat.
Okay.
He's Suresh Gopi, actor come politician Suresh Gopi, who became
Okay.
the first Bharatiya Janata Party MP from Kerala. This is the news. And
Hmm.
Suresh Gopi created a history in the Kerala politics. In a historic moment for the Bharatiya Janata Party also, Suresh Gopi clinched a seat in the Lok Sabha election from Thrissur.
But I guess the candidate from Thiruvananthapuram, the BJP
Yeah,
candidate,
Shashi Tharoor and Rajiv
yes,
Chandrasekhar.
Rajiv
It's a
Chandrasekhar, was not so
very
lucky.
tight, yeah, it's a very tight competition. And
Hmm.
uh, finally, Shashi Tharoor won the seat. But the competition was very tough. The last year Lok Sabha election, 2019, Shashi Tharoor majority is above 1 lakh. But now it's just 15,000. The BJP showed the power.
Okay. Okay, so basically BJP is slowly but surely making its inroad, making its presence felt, and maybe in the dominions and in the areas where Congress is stronger, making inroads.
Yeah.
Riyaz, stay with us. Thank you so much for your input. So Ritesh, I mean, before I go to the Hindi heartland, it will be injustice if I don't stop by at West Bengal, brother. What is going on? I mean, the बिसात एकदम खुल गई है and the die has been cast, and Mamta Banerjee too holds a lot of significance in these number game. What is the gossip? What is the thing going on in West Bengal?
So you all know what the result is. TMC got 29 seats, BJP
Yeah.
shed to 12. So I'm just stressing some points that is very important. I thought like here are few factors played the most vital roles. Like 90% Muslim voted for BJP TMC this election.
Yeah.
Left
Okay.
left slashed BJP vote in few seats in Bengal. For example, I'm just giving you Dum Dum is a very intense constituency where Saugat Rai of TMC got 70,000 vote by margin he won.
Yeah.
So in that seat, CPM has a very strong candidate called Dr. Sujan Chakravarti. He got 2.4 lakh vote. So he cut the BJP vote, and that's why BJP got defeated in that Dum Dum seats. So in last election in 2019, CPM vote share in this Dum Dum Lok Sabha was only 1.6 lakhs. So this time they got increased to 2.4 lakhs. So it's clearly showing that in some cases like Dum Dum,
Hmm.
CPM has slashed BJP's vote. That's why TMC got some seats extra.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah, please carry on. Carry on.
so like Rampanthi vote gone to Bampanthis. The vote they were directed
Yeah, man.
like.
Okay, so that's the going. When we talk about, say, Dum Dum, when we talk about Diamond Harbour, Uttar, Kolkata, North Kolkata, these seats are primarily not the bastions of the BJP also. BJP works mostly in the hinterlands of, has succeeded mostly in the hinterlands, barring a few seats here and there. But in your opinion, Ritesh, if we look at the current scenario as of now, BJP was riding high on the factor that first they had 3, then they had 18, and now they have come down to 12 in West Bengal. Do you think that in the days to come, if the arithmetic remains, BJP would still want to have a stronghold, and possibly it could be a good ground for the BJP to actually capitalize on some of the gains?
Yeah, because BJP has done the trick of polarization. If you see the BJP's vote share, last election, this election has not decreased that much.
Hmm.
BJP still got 38.73% vote. So their vote bank is always almost intact. If you see
Hmm.
last election, this election, so there is a clear way of division. BJP is trying to play with Hindutva and this, because we have a sizable population of minorities in this state, 30% up,
Hmm.
and plus we have SC/ST population.
Right,
So
right.
BJP has clear agenda in the Bengal, and I think they will do something in future, maybe 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, but they'll
Okay.
stick to their plans in Bengal, I guess.
Not going to leave West Bengal. Obviously, why would they leave? Thank you, Ritesh. Stay with us. We will come back with one more round of questions. But before that, Keshav Karna, sitting comfortably in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Keshav, let me begin with you first before we discuss the national scenario. ये उत्तर प्रदेश में खेला कैसे हो गया?
Okay, we have been to UP and we have noticed that there was a bit of anti-incumbency against the sitting MPs of Uttar Pradesh. There was hardly any anti-incumbency noticed by us or
Hmm.
seen by us when we were on ground. But yes, of course, in their internal survey, I am
Hmm.
sharing a secret information.
Please
uh,
do.
Yes. So in their internal survey, BJP has found that there's a list of candidates sitting incumbent MPs who were not going to win. They cut off the tickets of few and they obliged another few.
Okay.
Okay. There was serious talks about the scope of Menka Gandhi getting a ticket, Varun Gandhi getting a ticket from Pilibhit. In fact, for us, Smriti Irani. So
Hmm.
few they did not give the ticket. They retained the seat somehow by replacing the candidates. Some of the candidates they are obliged with repeated tickets, and the result is quite different that they are going to see. Anti-incumbency against the MPs were not the only reasons. There are other factors as well. The caste equation, and one very remarkable point I would like to quote here is like
Hmm.
in UP or maybe in the Hindi heartland, BJP had created a neo section among the Dalit votes. This
Okay.
time, that neo section, neo group of voters
Uh-huh.
has dissed BJP and they went to the other side.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Particularly, Akhilesh coining the slogan about PDA that has worked in favor of the India alliance, particularly in UP, some
Hmm.
part of Bihar as well.
Right.
I mean, that has been a crucial factor pulling out the many seats for the India alliance.
Right. The also, if we talk about the central part of India, many states where BJP was expected to do well, it did. I mean, Gujarat, just simply, walked into a very comfortable victory. Madhya Pradesh also, if you take a look at it. But for BJP, I mean, if we have to take a look, other than Uttar Pradesh, in Keshav, in your understanding, what other, pockets were the reasons why BJP had to come down to this number, what they are as of now.
Yes, like UP, the other states, prominent states in up north is Bihar. But
Hmm.
there's a, I can say that the politics of UP is a bit linear. But
Hmm.
when you hit Bihar, it is a bit complicated.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So we cannot analyze the result of this Lok Sabha elections, particularly in Bihar, by looking through just one prism. Okay,
Hmm.
you need to analyze the results of this Lok Sabha election in Bihar in multiple pockets.
Hmm. Hmm.
We need to break it down. Okay, the biggest thing that I see, the kind of narrative that opposition alliance, the India alliance, was successfully created. That
Hmm.
has helped a bit, to emerge them and win few more seats than the previous election.
Right.
Probably
Right.
something like, BJP from the parliament, the prime minister has cohorted about ab ki baar 400 par. That has got
Mhm.
backfired miserably. The
Right. Right.
the allies of India alliance, they were successful in convincing the voters that BJP is going to do something big. Maybe they are going to, change the constitution. Maybe they are going to, eradicate the entire reservation system, and that went much appealing to the voters. Later,
Right.
BJP realized also. So Amit Shah himself, Prime Minister Modi himself, they tried, creating, clearing the illusion, but
Mhm.
they could not.
It was too
So
late by that time.
it was too late.
Right,
Definitely.
absolutely. Uma, same thing applies for the BJP down south also. You said that BJP is, Tamil Nadu's politics is more about regional and less about the national players. BJP failed to make any mark. I mean, at least Annamalai was expected that he would cut the ice for BJP, but unfortunately, even he this time around got sucked into the anti-incumbency that was on.
You have to travel back a bit, Pankaj. It goes a long way down, starting from the early 2000s, or perhaps to be more precise, it starts with 1998 when BJP was actually opening the account in the south of Tamil Nadu, to be specific, in the down south regions of Tamil Nadu. The alliance between DMK and BJP was able to reach the commoners, was able to reach the people of Tamil Nadu, was because the image that the then duo, Vajpayee and Sri L.K. Advani posed, and they were agreed to the common minimum plan. So it resonated
Hmm.
well with the people, and they were able to connect easily. Whereas when there was a power shift happening
Hmm.
within the BJP post the Keshubai Patel era, I
Hmm.
must say, it didn't sound that great. Cut back to 2014 when Jayalalitha openly called to the people of Tamil Nadu, asking them, "Bhaiyo or Behno, kya chahiye aap, Modi or lady?" And then that resonated into people switching sides only with Jayalalitha. And then came 2019, where the DMK was able to make a kind of 99% sweep, barring just one seat, which went to the ADMK. And then come back to 2024, where they have taken a clean sweep. It has been a long way. 10 years is quite long time. Perhaps they got hoodwinked by the image that there is some person who's voicing out for BJP, some person who is going to pull the BJP from the depths of despair, taking them up in the ladder. But it
Hmm.
was just a one-man show, and clearly politics doesn't work that way. It
Right.
has to be a perceptional politics when it comes to a strong ideologically bounded state, which has been relying more on the state policies. If you speak very plainly, the core policies of the DMK and ADMK are not much different. Whereas
Hmm.
when you place Congress and BJP, it's topsy-turvy, or you can see a 360 degree approach difference in the approach of Congress as Congress and the BJP. It doesn't echo the same for DMK and ADMK. So either state party which is going to align with DMK or align with DMK has to accept what the state partner has to say.
Right.
Ideologically, culturally, they're not different. This time,
Huh.
when both ADMK and DMK said clear no to BJP, it was already in peril,
Right.
Pankaj.
Right. So, Uma, I mean, is it safe to say that in the years and decades to come, there would be no contestant or a regional player who, if becomes a kingmaker, would vie for the post of prime minister? क्या कभी हमें
You
ऐसी स्थिति?
can't you can't be very sure, Pankaj. Like the question was asked to Stalin. Stalin was asked like, "Will you be happy if someone from the India Alliance or the India Alliance partners nominate you for the post of Prime Minister?" He echoed what is monumental father Kalaiya Karunanidhi he said like, I know my limits. I would like to stay within my limits. It's not the person. It was actually a Machiavellian kind of answer that he gave. He chose to be the kingmaker rather than playing the king himself. It goes down the way. There is no clear president, a prime ministerial candidate from the south, to be precise, from Tamil Nadu after Kamaraj. It has only boiled down to the kingmakers. And looking at the current politics now, it's like the number twos who are actually controlling the number ones. I would say like Stalin is making a really smart move. We will have to wait until maybe 10 years or 20 years down the lane to know like if someone from south would actually vie for the top position.
Right. Uma, thank you so much. Different shades of politics, especially Tamil Nadu politics, Machiavellian sort of approach. Uma, much as we would like you to stay, Uma, but if you are hard pressed on time, if you have stories to clear, please
Thank
feel
you.
free to drop out of this call. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, everyone. Nice speaking with you all.
Same here, Uma. Same here. Kanaya, I mean, before I go to Riaz, I have to ask you the change that Uma was talking about, that a chief minister stays close to its people. He knows his limits. For Jagan Mohan Reddy, what was the limit that he crossed? Was it the midnight swoop or the early morning swoop on Chandrababu Naidu and put him behind bars? Was it the failure to actually pinpoint the capital of Andhra Pradesh, which is a very emotive issue? Or what was it that costed Jagan Mohan his chair completely?
Yeah. So, firstly, let's recall the 2019 victory. So when Jagan Mohan Reddy had actually come into the government, he collapsed. He collapsed one a big meeting hall that belonged to. It was called actually Praja Vedika. It means it's people's platform. So
Right.
that demolition, that demolition, from then only that his governance, people had some negative impact on him. That he actually targeting that Praja Vedika, that is called the people's platform and all. And on actually, and he taking a turn towards three capitals. So that really actually that really put a. People were really fed up with just the three capital theory. So nobody understood why he was going for three capital, but he has his own. Why? Because he wants the overall development. Like Vizag as an executive capital, and Kurnool as a judiciary capital, Amaravati as a
administrative capital.
Yeah. So three capitals. So he clearly said that Amaravati would not be shifted to anywhere. But we wanted the overall development in the state. That development should not stick to only one place. As he also showed an example, like Chandrababu when he was the chief minister for the erstwhile AP, the whole of the development was in and around Hyderabad. So he did not actually move to the other place of the state. But now that he coming into power and the state, the state was actually reeling under financial crisis, and there were more of debts, all these inexperienced Jagan Mohan Reddy had come into power at that point of time, and after that he actually he gave that Navaratnas, that promises what he has to keep up, the 9 promises, completely around social welfare. So people were really a few people, not a majority of the people, the urban oriented people and educated people, they were actually questioning whose money is going to whose pockets. So
right.
There, from there it all started off. They thought that let's give Jagan Reddy one chance. So they gave, but he could not utilize it to the fullest. And that was the main reason that because when people from south, when they go to north, if somebody asks them which is your capital, they were unable to tell. But when Chandrababu Naidu was there, they used to tell Amaravati was the capital. But now since it's a 3 capital, and that was there was not even a single stone laid for the 3 capitals, that actually put people in confusion. And now the confusion is cleared with this mandate.
Right. Maybe he was leaving it for his next stint. But yes, the work that was done by Chandrababu Naidu, I presume in Amravati, as the capital, was left desolated. I saw a report where the buildings, the area that was allocated, a lot of expenditure there but Jagan Mohan failing to work on that, and he took a different route altogether.
and
Yes,
and also his arrest, that led to
yeah.
many various. I mean, people were also a bit fed up with Chandrababu's arrest, because he's actually a great man in politics. He has actually
Mm.
he played a very key role in the national politics during Vajpayee's era. So such a man who had a 40 years experience, 40 years experience, who served by then who served the 3 times
Mm.
chief minister, was put behind bars. That also might be one of the reasons for this massive mandate.
Right. Maria, thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. I know time is of essence. I won't stop you from, be it any part of the day. Editors always have to respond to lots of calls and mails and messages. Thank you so much, Kanaya, for bringing us a fresh perspective from the Telugu state of Andhra Pradesh. Riaz, obviously, what applies in Tamil Nadu not necessarily applies just a few 100 kilometers in Kerala. But my question to you is, for Kerala as a state in itself, do you think that the needs are met as far as its representation in the parliament is concerned, be it any political party, or is there a sense of disdain or a state that is cut off? Because as they say, Kerala is God's own country. Gods come there to rest, but not many people reside in Kerala. Also, most of the households have some family members staying outside. So, what is the factors where people hold the government or the sitting MP to accountability?
Yeah, of course. Uh, but this time, the changes, lot of changes happened in Kerala.
Mhm.
Uh, I give an example. There is
Right.
a constituency in Kerala, Vatakara. Okay, more than 30,000 people came from Gulf countries to vote here.
Yes,
This is a
30,000.
30,000,
For a
30
state like Kerala, it's almost
people
like,
came
yeah.
from Gulf countries, especially Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, and other countries.
Mhm.
Yeah, it happened. The result. It's not the result.
They got the taste of their own medicine. I mean, were they in for a rude shock? When people come from outside, they will definitely have examples from other parts of the world,
Yeah.
and then they want the same things here. So their parameter is very high when they vote.
Then one more thing, the Rahul Gandhi. Everyone know Rahul Gandhi in the Wayanad Lok Sabha constituency and many other sitting MP of the party, and it's at least retained their seat. But there is one question.
Hmm.
Everyone know Rahul Gandhi. Why not or Raebareli? The suspense of Rahul's pick continues. This is the main question now asking. Is
Yes.
yeah, is standing with Raebareli or why
Or
not?
why not?
Yeah, this
I
is more
mean,
debatable.
if you ask me, I think it's a very valid question because you can't hold MP seats from two different seats, MP's position. I think if Rahul stays with Wayanad, in my opinion, it would be rather better because Raebareli again happens to be a Gandhi's bastion, and even if the bypolls happen there, it would be a Congress, representative who would win it. So why not? I think. Why not? Why not? Is the mantra from my side to Rahul. Riaz, thank you so much, brother. You can also please, continue with your daily routine of, going through all the copies and publishing them on One India uh, Malayalam. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
one more thing.
Yes, brother.
Almost similar to the result of the 2019 Lok Sabha polls, in which the left could win only one seat. Same it's happened, only one seat,
Hmm.
and and the left is ruling the government. And in Lok Sabha, uh, they have only one seat,
Hmm.
and uh, the left strongest areas, even a lot of constituencies, they went to the back.
So, in that scenario, also, you mean to say that the dynamics change at times when it comes to Kerala, the voting
Yeah.
in Kerala, right? Lovely. Thank you, Riaz. I mean, the state that has representatives like Shashi Tharoor, who by all means is a darling for media, Keshav, and his commentary is something that is pretty reminiscent of the state that he comes from. Thank you, Riaz. Thank you so much for breaking down the state of affairs in Kerala. And we're left with Ritesh and Keshav. Ritesh, there has been a development uh, in the political spheres, as you would have picked up. Kangna Ranaut was slapped by one of the CISF personnel at uh, an airport while she was getting to board a plane. These things, obviously, we see some streaks here and there, but looking at the bigger picture, what is your prediction, Ritesh? That how do you see 8th of June is when Narendra Modi takes oath as Prime Minister for the third time? Do you see any possibility in between that India Alliance, Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, Mamta Banerjee, they can swing something, surprise there?
They're actually trying. From yesterday, we've seen a couple of meetings happen. Abhishek meets Akhilesh Yadav and others.
Mhm.
So there will be meetings, there will be discussions, there will be they will try to do something from their end. But
Hmm.
I don't feel that something change,
Hmm.
something
The-
there will be some change in the things.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
Modi is going to swearing in. Modi is going to be the prime minister again, and but the pressure is there, and BJP and NDA is feeling the pressure, and they will feel the pressure in the
Hmm.
coming 5 years for sure.
Okay. Okay. So obviously that's there, and many political pundits are also hedging their bets on the fact that now this NDA is obviously where the BJP doesn't have the clear majority, will be something of a strained sort of alliance where the alliance partners too would ask for their fair share and maybe fair exposure that many a times was seen missing in the previous NDA 2.0 and NDA 1. Ritesh, thank you so much, brother. I think Keshav and I would be taking the viewers to the end of the discussion here. Keshav, if I have to, just sum up the whole state of affairs that happened in the last 40 to 45 days, starting from 19th of April till June 4th, the Indian electorate has finally, in the last 45 days or so, has proven that no matter what appears on the surface, there is always an underbelly, a thick underbelly, which votes and changes the governments or cuts any big government to
Right.
size.
Yes, yes, definitely. So this is how the Indian, voters have got matured.
Hmm,
This entire electoral system of the country has got matured in last 70, 75 years.
hmm,
I throw a salute to the Indian voters. They have given a superb calculative mandate.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
Of course, the mandate is for NDA, but NDA will definitely find it difficult to sail the boat as
hmm,
they do not have enough strength. Particularly with Modi being on top of this government as a prime minister, we have known him. He has no experience, neither the temperament good to run a coalition government.
like,
All these years, be it as the chief minister of Gujarat or
hmm,
the prime minister of India, he has run the government of a solid majority, not only just a majority, a solid majority.
hmm,
On top of that, he has been one who was calling the shots on the top. Now, making a bit of coordination, giving a space to the alliance partner.
hmm,
It is going to be a new game for Mr. Modi and his erstwhile colleagues in the cabinet,
right,
particularly the two guys from the government, or two guys from Gujarat, as they are
hmm,
fondly
hmm,
referred to. It is
hmm,
going to be a tough game for them as well. They have to make a lot of adjustment.
right,
Particularly, I am a bit wary of the agenda or the kind of issues that they were, bouncing during their last stint. I am sure now these things will go on back burner, be it UCC, be it one nation, one election. And on place of that, the new alliance partners, those who are in commanding position, the likes of Naidu and Nitish. See
Hmm.
this N factor, Naidu, Nitish, and NDA, though they are propelling the Modi 3.0 into the government, but they come with a serious challenge as well.
Right, right. Keshav, much that we get into the nitty-gritties here. One thing is for sure that the NDA government, as of now, as other editors also mentioned, is going to be formed for sure, but definitely a lot of course correction. And as Yogendra Yadav yesterday told One India, that three, four things would definitely change. Temperament changes or not is a different thing, but the role of opposition, the respect for opposition. He also mentioned judiciary, to the fact that how the social institutions would also be, given the due that is there, and needless to say, the strongest opposition so far in Indian Parliament would make sure and would find or hold the government accountable if at all there is any
Definitely,
misuse of the
definitely. The
government.
government now, since it has been cut to the size, no
Hmm.
party has an absolute majority, particularly BJP. They cannot take the system on a ride.
Hmm, hmm, hmm,
They
hmm.
they have to be very meticulous when they are calling any shots, and they have to
Right.
take all their allies in confidence.
Hmm,
And
hmm.
we have started seeing, right, the bucket list of
Yes, Bihar,
JDU,
Agniveers has started to come in special statuses. And
special status, one nation, one tariff. So
yes,
previously,
yes.
the NDA government, or to be more specific, Modi government was paddling for one nation, one election. Now
Hmm, hmm,
JDU has coined one nation, one tariff for this electricity, because Bihar, poor state, is buying the
possibly.
electricity on higher tariff rate.
Right.
So these all things are going to come to the fore
Absolutely. Keshav,
after.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Keshav. I know this half an hour exercise or 45-minute exercise with the editors is something that One India is exclusively bringing it to its viewers so that you get to hear the pan India picture at one place. One India English is the place where you would find us next week as well. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that you like the coverage of the elections and One India, obviously with a collaboration with One India Hindi, is always ready to bring you all the latest from India and from abroad. Thanks for watching.